Sybil Medan Kathigasu was born in Medan, Sumatra, Indonesia, to an Irish Eurasian planter named Joseph Daly and his wife, Beatrice Matilda Martin, a midwife. Kathigasu was raised by her parents in the Catholic faith, but her parents became concerned when their daughter fell in love with a Hindu doctor named Abdon Kathigasu. But after the couple were married on January 7, 1919, Abdon converted to Catholicism. They were married on January 7, 1919 and had 4 children together, 2 boys and 2 girls, with their first son dying just 19 hours after his birth. Beginning in 1926, the couple ran a private medical practice in Ipoh town in Malaya. There they lived their happy lives until in 1941, when the town was bombed. It was the start of the Japanese occupation of Malaya. The family moved to the outskirts of Ipoh for safety in a small tin mining town called Papan. At the start of the occupation, Kathigasu hung an image of the Sacred Heart on a wall, which concealed a peephole. The Japanese police, known as the Kempitai, came to occupy Ipoh, enforcing strict laws and using torture to interrogate suspects. Kathigasu and her husband followed the news by using an illegal shortwave radio they nicknamed Josephine. They treated patients throughout the war, giving their service for free to those most in need. When a guerrilla stumbled into their clinic with bullet holes in his leg, they helped him. Kathigasu provided medical care, information, and shelter to the anti-Japanese resistance. Word spread of the rebel midwife, and the husband was arrested in July of 1943, and a month later, she was too. During their imprisonment, Kathigasu and her husband were interrogated and beaten mercilessly. Kathigasu was beaten and questioned, but prayed her rosary, refusing to give any information to the Kempitai. Kathigasu and her husband were later brought to a more humane Batu Gajah prison. There she was tried for her crimes. She was accused of being a spy for the rebels, spreading British propaganda, and of being a medic to the rebels. Kathigasu lost the use of her legs, experiencing paralysis from a previous beating, but she was sentenced only to life imprisonment rather than death. They were freed in 1945 after Germany's surrender, shortly before Japan's surrender in World War II. Once released, she went immediately to a church, unable to walk because she was paralyzed due to a severe beating. She crawled down the aisle of St. Joseph's Church in Batu Gajah, Perak, offering thanksgiving to God. She was then quickly flown to London for medical treatment, where she wrote her autobiography, No Dram of Mercy, which was published after her death in 1954. On June 12, 1948, at the age of 49, Kathigasu entered her eternal reward. She was buried in Scotland, but her body was returned to Ipoh a year later and she was reburied in St. Michael's Church. Servant of God, Sybil Medan Kathigasu, pray for us.